All right, my friends, welcome to today's episode. The golden age of trade is here, and we got the number one player giving you the number one guide in order to be the top 1% here in golden age of trade. Thank you for tuning in. As always, I appreciate your support. Thank you for the likes and the subs. On top of that, if you got a question, if you got a comment, let me know because I love to hear from you as always. And feel free to join us in our amazing community and Discord server, my friends. I love to see those snapshots of where you're ranking at in my socials as well as with the Discord server. All right, so down below, my friends, you can find today's timestamps in the description. We have 5 key tips and tricks for you for today. We're going to break the event down. We're going to give you those 5 pieces and a lot of key things in order to help you be successful here in golden age of trade and get that top 1% just like me as the number one free-to-play player. And let's take a look here. Boom, we are right up there right now today. This person galaxy, little crazy, but we're going to talk around everything. And on top of that, you should absolutely do this because that top 1% and all these have some amazing rewards. Not only all these here that you can also get, my friends. So a couple things here. So what exactly is golden age of trade? Here we get to trade goods by sea, railroad, or birds and build your own trade empire, my friends. Huge, huge, huge. And then you get certain points. So how's it work about trade points? Trade points here. Trade materials and goods at the station, train station, Tree of Wishes, Trade Harbor, and Seaside Market to earn trade points. Earn more trade points for trading items that require more time and ingredients. Here you can see the entire table. So the first key thing around this is absolutely this. A lot of people forget where you can actually do all this trading. So don't forget, you got the train station, the Tree of Wishes, the Trade Harbor, and the Seaside Market. A lot of people forget about which ones to use or those kinds of things. So just know that there are 4 main ones there for you to help you transfer your goods, trade those goods, and collect some of these points to get to that top 1%. So next, on top of that, what is key to this event? Well, first and foremost here, a couple things. You should absolutely be using your dashboard here to manage your entire empire here in CookieRun Kingdom and constantly making sure that something is being produced. That is going to be key. I'm doing pretty good here, but you could definitely recommend to keep producing things and keep at it, my friends. You want to keep making these goods for a couple different reasons because you are absolutely positively going to need them. And you can see I'm a little low after hitting that top 1%. So we need to keep on it. So that's the first thing. You want to have continual preparation in order to max out your storage, continue to max out your buildings and those different pieces, and utilize your production dashboard here in order to keep ahead and stay in front. Now, since the last time that we've done this event, there have been a few changes in terms of some of those buildings where you can store them differently, those kinds of things. So just keep that in mind if you're trying to look for things. You can absolutely obviously continue to use the dashboard to manage your entire economy, which is key. So I like to call that out so that you don't forget. So here we go. We're almost done here. Now, the big one, and we're going to come back to this here in a second, is this right here. Make sure that you're staying on top of these cakes because they're super, super important. And additionally, my friends, not only continuing to build during the event, one of the things that you can do, like myself, as the number one free-to-play player, is just constantly keeping these things going. I try and make sure that at least twice a day, I'm absolutely cooking all the goods that we need to make or baking all the goods that we need to bake for CookieRun Kingdom here. It's a good way to stay in front and additionally allows time to really build up that storage and help you maximize this event. A lot of times it happens at least once or twice a year kind of a thing in terms of this particular trading event, which is super fun, which is why I'm making this guide for you. All right, so that then leads us into our next one here. That's breakdown of the game, where you can find the different trading places, the preparation. Now we have prioritization for you here today. What does that mean? So prioritization is this. When we go back to our points, you're going to want to heavily prioritize the bigger goods. There's a couple ways that you can do this. We're going to give you the key ways to do them as well. And like I said, the party cake here, I have 361. If we times that That's a lot of points, my friends. Absolutely a lot, and will keep me in the top 1%. However, just because I have them available doesn't mean I get to use them. So we got to use them up. So this, to me, is the number one key tip and trick to know for the golden age of trade. So here you go to the lovely Trade Harbor, and every time you want to go down here and select this and make sure that you overproduce or over donate. That is how you can really, really use these up. And don't forget to do it between dock 1 and dock 2. Then on top of that, hey, we got the Seaside Market. You can always refresh here. I need to get rid of these. And then what you're going to want to do is, instead of worrying about some of these things and what you're getting, you absolutely just want to donate everything, because that will continue. Except for some of this, you want to make sure you have a little bit. That will help you make sure that you maintain a ton of stuff. Those are really bad trades, by the way, but we're going to do that just because we want to get rid of that. Get rid of the items. We want to take advantage of that trading, those kinds of things. So even when it's in the next 2 cargo items, generally what I would do if the cake is there, I would go to this one here and use that instead and max those out. If you have those available, you're going to get better point scoring. However, again, always make sure you're doing the cake there. Now, additionally, the other piece here, in terms of that prioritization and utilization of those things, like we gave you 2 ideas there, is this. The fourth one is unlimited donations. So what do we mean by that? So first and foremost, in Trade Harbor, you can't do it here, but in the Seaside Market, you can. You can keep restocking if you had to. As a free-to-play player, though, myself, we're not going to continue to do that. Certainly, if you wanted to, like I said, you can. Additionally, here, the same thing can happen actually with the train. Let's collect all this stuff. So you can come up here to the train station. You can absolutely speed these up. You can watch those kinds of things and then keep donating as well. Make sure that you're constantly loading the train station. The big one, though, is for unlimited donations is this right here. Tree of Wishes, my friends. This is the one that you definitely want to utilize all the time when you can, when you have some time. And then additionally, here we got the 3 times up for the weekend. Absolutely should be doing that. Great coins. This is how you can get a lot of coins. We talk about that in the coin guide as well. And then here again, you can just keep going through, keep dropping all this stuff so that, there we go, we got some big things there, so that you can continue to climb. And there's our cake. Look at that, my friends. Continue to climb and stay in that top 1%. So those are all key pieces for you. The very, very last thing that we have here is, in this particular event, we slightly talked about it there for a minute, is absolutely, positively, don't forget about, where are we? Oh, goods, miscellaneous, maybe it's here. Uh-oh, I'm going to lose it. Supplies, maybe it's in supplies. These are speed ups. We have found it. These absolutely you do want to use. So a good spot to use them is in the Tree of Wishes. I tend to use that on the weekends so I can take advantage of that 3+ or 3 times goods, rewards, those kinds of things. If I get stuck and run out of time, you can definitely use these on all those areas that I talked about in the speed ups for that unlimited usage. You just want to be very smart in terms of how you're using these. Now, while you use them, when should you use them? Well, one, I gave you one smart spot is at that daily reset so that you can take advantage of the chest and the rewards here. But then additionally, where you're probably going to go is towards the end, probably the last 2 hours of this event, certainly dumping a lot of stuff in to try and catch up, depending on where you're at in this particular event, to the leaders here. So those are all key pieces for you to keep in mind. 5 key tips and tricks to help you be in that top 1%. We're at the top 5%, 0.5% right now. And I'm looking to maintain this, my friends. Generally, in all motions here, we have a few days. We got 5 days. Typically, if you can see where I'm at, you're going to want to be adding in probably 300,000 points a day. 300,000 points a day will keep you in there, logging in, donating through the tree, going through everything else will give you a good opportunity to stay and maintain in your ranking. The other suggestion that I would have, depending on where you're at, is if you burst now, and get all the way up to the top 1%, it may be a little bit easier because you don't have to manage your time on the back half of the event. So my friends, those are all the key tips and tricks, the 5 things that you need to absolutely know here about Golden Age of Trade to give you the #1 free-to-play player guide and the #1 guide here for Golden Age of Trade. If you still have a question, if you have a comment, let me know, because I love to hear from you as always, and would love to see you in our amazing community and Discord server, and I want to see those ranking posts as well in our socials. So with that, my friends, enjoy. Thank you so much as always. I hope you enjoy this event as much as I do, and I just want to say I appreciate your support. Thank you for the likes and the subs as we continue to grow this amazing community here as always. Thank you to all of our members as well. We do have memberships available to you if you're interested. It's a great way to support the channel, along with our affiliate links, and on top of that, our swag and merch store. Something for everyone, as we like to say, and you can check those things out. We got socials available, like I said, at me, chat me, add me, those kinds of things. And last but not least, my friends, get out there, get trading, because it is now the golden age. And with that, keep on running. We'll see you again soon.